Hi folks, today I want to share some additional info about the Sony A7V that is coming out of the CP Plus show regarding the delay of the launch of this camera, and also share some info about the Sony A1 II and 4 new Schneider-Kreuznach lenses, E-mount lenses coming this year. So we are not only getting 2 but 4 new lenses. And before we talk about all of this, a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to not miss any of the upcoming rumors. Before we kick off with Sony talk, just a quick private note that I'm here in my new apartment, just moved in, everything is empty, so I still have to make a nice spot for those YouTube videos in my separate room, but everything is a mess there, so sorry for the white background, that is really not interesting, but I had to share this video because I got some additional Sony news. Now I have to make sure that the camera is stable here, and let's talk Sony now, okay? Basically, let's kick off with the first official news shared by Petapixel. They chatted with the Sony manager at the CP Plus show, and he said that the Sony A1 II had a higher than expected demand, and that's why the Sony A1 II is still not in stock in any store worldwide. And Adorama actually says that if you pre-order the Sony A1 II now, you will get it by May only, so you will have to wait 2 or more months before you get this camera in your hands. So if you're interested in getting the Sony A1 II, definitely pre-order now, because yeah, Sony is really lagging behind with the long pre-order list. And if you would need to buy the A1 II now, the only way to get it is to buy it used from stores like Amazon, where you have to pay nearly $10,000 to have the privilege to own the camera now. Weeks ago, my trusted sources told me that the Sony A7V launch got delayed also because of this production bottleneck with the Sony A1 II, so Sony decided to release the Sony A7V much later than expected. This camera should have been announced before summer and shipped right at the beginning of the summer. That was the original rumor coming from trusted sources that shared correct info about, for example, the latest releases of the Sony lenses like the 60mm and 400-800mm, so those are reliable sources, as we know. And they say the A7V is really ready for market launch, but yeah, if they would launch it now, this is a camera that is produced in higher numbers than the Sony A1 II. It makes no sense to launch it now and then it's only available in August, September, so they will wait until they can work out the Sony A1 II production bottleneck, and as soon as we have enough cameras, then we are likely to get this Sony A7V announcement. And by the way, this is what my trusted sources told me, but there are also rumors coming from other sources, so those are not my sources. For example, a Russian YouTuber channel had the chance to be at the CP Plus show and had an official chat with Sony managers, and they shared some insights they say they got from the Sony manager. I don't know how reliable this info is, I don't know if they're telling the truth or not, or they misunderstood stuff, so I will read you what they said. But keep in mind that in that case, I can't be confident if this is true or not. They write that at the CP Plus show, behind the closed doors, Sony stated that they could launch the A7V by the end of 2025 and release it in early 2026 in ideal conditions. The ideal conditions means a supply chains that are undergoing serious corrections, because most photo manufacturers, I assume he means not native Chinese but Japanese, are leaving China due to very high tariffs that are being placed on parts made in China. Every manufacturer is moving factories to places like Vietnam or Thailand or South Korea. There are serious delays with implementing something new. Behind the closed doors, Sony said A7V will get a new sensor and will be a pretty interesting camera. Nothing else was said. Again, I don't know how reliable that info is. Makes sense, because as we know that there is already since years a process undergoing to move factories outside of China. There will still be production made in China for the Chinese market, but if you want to produce in Asia to ship in US, Europe and other countries where there's a chance of getting tariffs and so forth, then yeah, it makes sense that there is some kind of delay because there's a shift going on. Actually, Sony does produce Sony Alpha cameras already in Vietnam, but maybe they have to expand the production there, or let's see. But this is again a rumor from another source. The interesting part that they shared is that they say the Sony A7V will have a new sensor, which would be certainly be terrific news. I can see my conservative scenario, Sony going for the same sensor and just tweaking it and adding AI chip and so forth, just like they did from the Sony A1 to the Sony A1 II, so work on an evolution instead of a bigger step. But if it has a new sensor, in my opinion, that would be really great and needed, because you can get faster frame rate and faster readout, maybe improved image quality. Let me know in the comment system what you would like to get. I told you in one of my previous videos there are, for example, 44 megapixel sensor from Sony that are available. Maybe that would be too high resolution for some of you. I don't know, but let's see. Hopefully trusted sources can share me some details about this new Sony A7V soon. By the way, if you have info, you can contact me using the email address here, the contact form, or use Signal, post a video and use your phone to contact me through this QR code, or also through Telegram. Again, post a video if you want to contact me on Telegram. So this was the info regarding the Sony A7V. It's not much, but we have every indication now from the Sony official statement, from the rumors at the CP Plus show, from the rumors coming from my trusted sources, that the launch of the A7V got delayed and that the main reason could be the production bottleneck related to the A1 II. So as long as you don't see the A1 II in stock, probably they will not announce a camera that is supposed to sell in large quantities. That's why my trusted sources told me that another camera that was on a roadmap from Sony for launch in fall would be announced pretty soon, probably April, May, because this would be more of a niche camera, so with a lower production number. And I hope that soon I can share some info about this camera. That would be quite a curious model. I don't think about a direct successor of any current E-mount camera, but some kind of very fancy model. One trusted source already told me what it's likely to be, but he asked me to not share it. He's told me I can share it only if I get some confirmation from other sources. So again, contact me if you have more info about this camera, then I will be able to make a video where I can share the info. But this would be quite a curious model. That's all I can say as of now. What's confirmed is still lens releases. In that case, there are no delays. There will be a new stunning lens announcement, hopefully also in the time frame between April and June. I got info about one lens for sure, nearly for sure. There's rumors about a second lens, but I'm not sure about this. So this is when it comes to Sony. So still everything work in progress, and a bit annoying if you were waiting for the A7V to be launched yet. Sorry, it's coming later. Some more info when it comes to Schneider-Kreuznach, because as you know, the CP Plus show, Schneider-Kreuznach and Samyang announced a partnership. They did show a new 14-24mm 2.8 zoom lens with autofocus that also takes filters at the front. So this would be quite an interesting lens. It's very compact. And then they also teased the launch of another standard zoom lens, which I think is going to be a 24-70 2.8. But today I can share some additional info of two more lenses, because a Polish website managed to take images of wide prime lens and a teleprime lens. I don't know if those prime lenses will be branded Schneider-Kreuznach or Samyang only. They were shown at the Samyang booth, was a bit unclear, but anyway, we are getting 4 lenses produced by Samyang. Likely with the brand name from Schneider, so there will be some kind of design input from Schneider-Kreuznach, and we are getting 2 zooms and 2 primes in 2025. Again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button to not miss any of the upcoming exciting rumors. I have some rumors and also one leaked image coming very soon on this channel about other manufacturers. We are talking about Panasonic, Hasselblad, Fujifilm. Then there will be, of course, Canon, Nikon announcement down the road, and I'm working on those kind of rumors. So expect me to push quite some bit of content now that I moved into the new apartment. I finally can have some more time to make those videos. And again, as a final note, again, don't forget to like this video, because it helps on the YouTube algorithm, so that my content gets somehow seen by the YouTube algorithm and be pushed, so that my videos get seen before the others copy me and then they get all the views. Okay, that would be nice. Okay, folks, that's it for today. See you soon.